Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker, and it is a great honour that I stand here as the MP for Torbay, and it is right and proper that I acknowledge the hard work of my predecessor MP, Kevin Foster. I'd also like to reflect on the MP before him, Adrian Sanders, who I worked with for 18 years as supporting his constituency in Torbay, and I learnt from Adrian of how you put the community at the heart of all you do as a constituency MP, and I look forward to building on that over this parliamentary term. I'd like to also just name a couple of people: Pam Bagnall, Hans Windhuser and Frankie Ranwell-Jones, who was particularly supportive at this general election. It's also very important, because I've been a councillor for 30 years, that I acknowledge the support from family members who've supported me through this time. My mother Penny, who's here, my wife Mandy, George and William, my two sons, have been very, very supportive. Other people who've been extremely supportive are the staff here at Westminster, who have been an absolute delight to myself and Jenny. And I just would like to also mention that Jenny is planning to become the leader of the opposition, of course. and she is doing very well for it. She's living the true life of a parliamentarian. She is turning up in the chamber and having a good sleep. She is also being a parliamentarian by making sure that she receives lots of love from wherever she can get it throughout the estate. So I would reflect on that. But the customer service that we received is in stark contrast to perhaps something that Torquay is famous for, and that is faulty towers. And can I rest assured that if you do choose to visit the English Riviera, then you will receive a high quality of customer service, much in contrast to that sitcom. What makes Torbay special? We have 6 blue flag beaches. We do somewhat challenged with the sewage in our seas, and I look forward to challenging the government and holding them to account on this particular wicked issue. We also are a UNESCO registered geopark, with Kent's Cavern at the heart of this, perhaps the oldest dwelling along the south coast of England. And yet we have a wicked issue of a housing crisis in Torbay, again something I look forward to championing over this parliamentary term. Torbay has been one of the wealthiest places 100 years or so, but now we are somewhat more challenged. Oldway Mansions is perhaps a prime example that was modelled on Versailles. It was used as a hospital during the First World War, and it has now sadly seen better days, as our hospital in Torquay has seen better days. Only 6% is seen as being standard A. We have had almost 700 sewage leaks within our hospital, affecting clinical services at times. I am shocked and horrified that the previous government allowed our hospital to get into this state, and cannot believe that the new health secretary will allow such a hospital to remain on the government's books unsorted. Also, I would like to touch on the steam railway in Paynton, and John Jones, the managing director, who does something amazing every year for carers, where when our Train of Light service starts up in late November, the first night is free for almost 2,000 carers, whether it's families with disabled youngsters, whether it's foster families or cared experience, they're all welcome. So thank you, John, for doing this. And this does reflect on what we are about today. I hope that the government will actually forgive the liabilities that some carers may have. We need to enhance the payments, and we also to make sure that there is a guarantee of respite care. And I'd just like to conclude by saying to the people of Torbay, it is the honour of my life. I look forward to championing Torbay throughout this Parliament that is ahead of us. Thank you.
Yeah.